Pacific Islanders in New Zealand are far more likely to experience a traumatic brain injury than any other group. That's according to research just published in the New Zealand Medical Journal. It's found that most injuries happen during sport and recreation activities. Pacific correspondent Barbara Dreaver with the story.
You don't realise how hard someone's hit can be until you bang your head against it.
Pacific Islanders are a force to be reckoned with on the field.
We think our heads are hard like coconuts, but obviously they're not. So, we tend to think that, we're big, brave warriors. We don't come off for anything.
And that's the problem, as junior Polu Leo Lianganga well knows. When he started with North Harbour Provincial more than a decade ago, he was badly knocked out.
Because it was my debut, I didn't want to come off, so I stayed on the field, which wasn't the best decision.
The rugby international received a number of brain injuries during his career, and he's not alone. A quarter of injured Pacific Islanders studied by AUT researchers received more than one head trauma. The figures showing this ethnic group is far more at risk than any other.
When we looked at what were the main causes of injuries, we found that most were sustained during sports and recreational activities.
Pacific providers say the study highlights a big problem.
Brain injury has potential to be a silent epidemic in our communities. It's so underreported.
Monique Faleafa works closely with high-level league players. She says Pacific Islanders experience high family and community expectations.
Sometimes they could be the only sort of significant breadwinner across the family and extended family, so it's really important to them to stay on the field.
Slips, trips and falls also contributed to high rates of Pacifica brain trauma. New concussion rules are in place for league, but researchers say more prevention programs are needed.
As parents and as coaches and supporters, we can do a better job of driving that through within our community.
Ensuring that the big hits are in all the right places. Barbara Dreaver, One News.